friends, it's Heather. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I have a layout to share from my creative scrapbook. It is the first layout or the first process I'm sharing with you for the September main kit. If you didn't see my kit share video, it is filled with Vicky Bouton's Wildflower and Honey collection and a couple other bits from other collections, and but for the most part that is what I'm working with. So that is the picture I showed you, and this layout takes some twists and turns. I thought I might try my hand at some fussy cutting. Not that I haven't done it before, I'm just not a big fan of it, but these flowers are super pretty. And the reason why I decided I needed to do this was, even though I love this collection, I had a little bit of trouble once going through the die cuts and the papers at a closer look. The die cuts have a white base to them, like white, and a lot of the pattern papers have a cream base to it. So when I put them, die cuts and things down, they stood out, and it was driving me crazy. And that is not always a big issue for me, but in this case it was. So I end up changing my plan quite a bit. So what I decided to do was I cut these flowers out of black cardstock. This is one of the exclusive cut files, and I started with the free kit this month with the main kit. It's a Prima spray, and I am usually a huge fan of Prima sprays. This one's called Golden Walnut. However, it didn't really look great on black cardstock. It looked kind of green, so I decided not to use it. I wanted to do something to those flowers. I'm going to back the flower. I don't back the leaves, I just back the center flower, but I wanted some shine to them. So I busted out some Tattered Angels. Yes, I still have some of those, and it's a gold spray, and it's really pretty. It's a lot finer than the Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine, and I still have it, so I should use it. So I go back and forth here. White cream, white cream, white cream, over and over again. Yep, I settled on white. The border around most of the die cuts are white, and I couldn't make myself do it. So I have taken a piece of white cardstock from my stash. I added a layer of gesso because I knew I was going to add some mixed media. And if you are familiar with this collection, there's a lot of sort of bee type icons and honeycomb. And so I have a stencil that I like. It's actually really small hexagons. You can't really tell from this point of view, but in person they're real small, and I end up using that on the background. And so even though I just said that I was having a hard time mixing the cream and the white, I did include a strip of that cream colored flower paper because I thought it worked, and I really wanted to add that little strip to break up between the stripes and my white cardstock. So I sprayed my black flowers, my cut file, with the gold spray, and then I let that dry, and then I just backed the flowers with the pattern paper with the colorful hexagons on it. Hexagons, honeycomb. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be calling those. So there's the stencils that I was planning on using. I go with the blue one, and I am adding some textured paste. It's light paste from Prima, and I like it because it goes on really smooth and it dries fast. Like really fast. I'm almost out of it. And then once that dries, I'm going to go in with some mixed media. I am just adding some strips of pattern paper on the left-hand side just to give it a little bit of, like, the flowers weren't floating. Not that that is an issue. Sometimes I do just have things floating in the middle of the page, but I wanted the stripes sort of tied in all the colors that I was using on the background and around my photo and the cut files. So I'm using some sprays from Shimmers. These are from my stash. I started out with a Shimmers Vibes. It's Pop Heart Pink. It's a really light pink and it's got gold shimmer in it. And I love that. So because this collection has a lot of gold accents, it works. I also did do some splatters with my Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine. I also brought in a watercolor palette from Kuretake. I'm not sure how I'd pronounce that, but it had this really pretty peachy pink color that I wanted to use. I added in a little bit of blue just because I was trying to make a rainbow apparently. No, I think that's the Shimmers Jenny B Blue, one of my favorites. But a lot of that gets covered up. But I just wanted it peeking through my flowers because I didn't back all of the cut file. I just backed the flowers, so I really wanted some of those colors to peek through the black cardstock. You know what I'm saying. So I'm just adding some foam, one of Crafter's best friends, the cheap stuff in the kids' craft aisle. And I am going to layer them behind my photo. It's kind of a small photo. I cut it down because there was a lot of stuff in the background that color-wise did not look right. So that's the gist of it. I did not press play. I did not record some of this process, but basically I added some butterflies. I added a couple of those tassel banners. Yay! I managed to get them on. I didn't think I was going to, but it's a birthday layout, so I thought it was appropriate. I'm adding some journaling, and that is pretty much it. I do add in a couple other little stickers here and there off camera, but this is after I got over the whole hump of white versus cream. It's like that battle in my head. White won. Yep, that's the verdict. So I really hope that you enjoyed my rambling on and got some ideas, though. I really like how this turned out. I hope you do too. Leave a comment below or a question. I'd love to hear your feedback. Have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back soon with another layout. Bye.